Hey folks, it's Thursday, and in the tradition of our Thursday announcements, I thought it would be fun to announce one that we think is finally ready to show to our partners. And that's our new AI Copilot checklist feature. Now, this one's been in the works for a long time, and by the way, this is not being done by the same team that's working on traffic. In fact, we've looked really closely at traffic and determined that adding more people to that team, which we could do, would not accelerate their efforts. You do reach a certain point in software development where adding more people to a project can actually slow it down if there aren't enough parallel work streams. As it relates to traffic, I'm also happy to tell you that you can expect a big announcement at FS Weekend in mid-March, where we're very excited to finally show the world everything that we've been working on. Right now, we feel like we've got the maximum number of possible people involved on traffic. And so one of the other teams became available, and we decided to knock out one of the features that's been on our wish list for a very long time. And we know that it's also been on your wish list for a long time. And that is that your AI Copilot is now finally capable of doing more than just managing the comms. Now they can also do checklists. So we're really excited about this because these are 100% AI Copilot checklists. Nothing on these checklists is pre-recorded. They're in the voice of your AI Copilot, even your own voice, if that's the voice that you've selected using our persona feature. You can add and customize your own checklists, and we're going to crowdsource these. So while we're launching with roughly 8 or 9 aircraft, the A320, the 737, the Cessna 172, and a bunch of others, you can also build your own as well as customize the existing checklist. And because we're crowdsourcing these, when you get a checklist that's set up that you think is amazing, you'll be able to hit share. It will be approved by our team of moderators and then made available to everybody. So we think that within a couple of weeks, we'll actually have what will probably be one of the largest checklist repositories in all flight sims. So I'm very excited about that. You'll be able to start a checklist at any time during your flight. You'll just tell the Copilot which checklist you want to run, and everything is still based on natural language. So, acknowledging a checklist item, you'll be able to say, check, okay, it's set, yeah, it looks good, etc., things like that. You'll be able to pause in the middle of your checklist by saying things like, hold on, or, yep, let me check that. Again, natural language is the key. So with that, a little bit of a rough demo of what this thing is capable of and what it kind of feels like.
Good morning, Amanda. Let's do the cockpit preparation checklist, please.
Sure, let's run the cockpit preparation checklist. Gear pins and covers
are removed.
Fuel quantity.
Fuel quantity is 4,560 kilogram and they are balanced.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts are on.
Udders
is set to nav.
Baro reference
is 1030 and it's cross-checked.
Cockpit preparation checklist complete.
Okay, let's do the before start checklist, please.
Sure, let's run the before start checklist. A parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 137, VR 137, V2 141 and flex 80.
Windows.
Windows are closed.
Beacon.
Let me check.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
Okay, beacon is on.
Before start checklist complete.
And it's also worth giving you a brief glimpse of the checklist editor. This will be launched here in just a couple of days to our partners. You'll be able to come in, create, manage your own checklist, make copies of existing checklists. And once you've got a checklist set up just the way you think it ought to be, you'll be able to share that checklist with everyone. Now, the next question that I know you're asking is, can the Copilot manage the aircraft systems as part of the checklist? And the answer is coming soon, not just yet, but coming soon, we'll be attaching the ability to add KVARs and LVARs directly to each checklist items. And obviously that means that your Copilot will be able to manipulate the aircraft settings associated with each checklist item. And one of the reasons that we put this project off for so long is because I've had a lot of personal concerns about that delay between the time that the pilot speaks and the time that the next checklist item comes in. Those delays are a result of multiple things happening all at the same time. Everything from passing this through an AI engine to AI voice generation, speech recognition that has to take place, et cetera, et cetera. We've done some interesting things to get those delays down, so it's significantly better than it would have been, say, 2 months ago or 3 months ago, but we recognize that there's still some room for improvement here, and we'll continue to work on that. One tip for you, if you're going to use this, is that the speech recognition will actually be improved dramatically if you'll hold down that push to transmit button for about a second and then start talking, and then wait another second before you release it. It will also help if you speak more clearly in instances like this where you may not have to with air traffic control or your Copilot normally. Those things will smooth out over time. I'm not worried about them. Everything that you just saw is available to our partners as of right now. We consider this alpha quality software right now, so we don't want to yet release it to everybody. Our partners will help us shape the features. They'll help us shape the direction that we take this, and we think that we'll be able to make it available to everybody on the experimental server by February 23rd, with a goal of having it live to everybody by March 1st. Enjoy.